for you be a car by net as about the truth platform so and then yet ha na your various topics are your person any a chief for near her for ye discuss na sabi wo adwinchiri bi ho ha wo so de wo de aba na ma egu apono so bi no and the titiri pa na issues are cause wo Wesley girls religious issues and the nuanum cramophonia Christopher sama cause no ye pese yes ye di ad no etum ne de adwenchire eba se yen hati obia na yen ka sa entia obia no ye de adwenchire beba honorable Kenya Japan ne kam so ne ensem ho a ye de bebetudwa attacks free Honorable Atachia any Dominic Nitu omo attack Honorable Kenya Japan on tribal issues and personal attacks Yabapa Atachia and Dominic Nitu or more against the Honorable Kenya Japan any the other MPP presidential aspirants no yet me sorry program so Abraham attacks Abronye attack Prophet Bernard L. Bernard Nesnichi Binyamre ya heard that issues no another issue what pronso and the the HIV prevalent rate koso Ghana ha ye the anobetum so answer be program we ase no ye the chia be ma Miami constituency Atebu Amantin constituency MPP for nyina you me chair obi bia me chairman any secretary ne constituency executive say wo nyina delegate wa Atebu Amantin and me chair mu nyina ye chair Atebu man ne Dr. Ohimpon yebo asiama me chair me ankasa me nana mpon satin kakabo the second otumfo brempon na me chair no pai no ma chair kwa manhene nana boatin debra nana me chair no pai no ma chair nana kwa me agenti nana babia wo bia me chair ye di asedama ye production team ene omo ay support program nyina no babia wo bia ye chair bibia it the first topic on our table today no ye be hear issues are course wo Wesley College ene religious banters are eba ho no ye pese ye di anotum ekasafa ho ye hwe issues are course na no kwanya menim sa obia wie school ne se pese or picking the secondary schools I think it is done in the GHS schools you know ansa na be fa no sabi wo wunim school no ene ne hihye ene ne oma kra ansa na why dey what for school no and know say most orientations course go various secondary institutions do a bra ya na nkwala na selections na it say now they have given our forms opportunity to have a say in it. I think say even your time around 2003 2004 that era no yeah the auto one teacher did not help performance and no up school be then e dey show when the amount but this time around there's a lot of improvement across wo the tintin ni teacher mu nyina say ye nuanom nkremofo epese sabi you part of their beliefs in any normal practices bi no ebe koso wo Wesley girls schools more especially on their fastings you know and the school na nkasa so waje nkire say school so won nhye and na nkwala no dom nkwala no ko school mu ha mu jan nkwala no ma school ni say school ni de emo ho ban emo ntete pa omo so hu ni say that fasting activities ni ade no sabi you a depriving nkwala of quality learning times any good health no in the school so say omo nya den empese be support most Reverend Matthew Jemfi president of the Catholic Bishop Conference or the abase say den hihye wo school mu a umbe hia say a parents consent and sana akola bia sabi we kremu no watimi adwene fast na sabi wankoya fast no ama yare ne ho nsensem ama na ya meblimi school so no ye wo nipa bebrebe a de o man no ato san nsensem nyina no de o maka nyina ewom de obi apese o kire bia ewom ba ne tintini titi apese tena ha kan say monhwe ne ma ekoso in the sub region ohwe Nigeria attacks churches so Boko Haram issues and all these issues are happening around the West African sub regions when it comes to religious matters I think sempanifo ntena se na sabi o monfa munsia pono na mama sudwe emra because this issue ahuni sa no wa hwe betima jinsem mama de beba no wa hwe ye ntimi nso anom nti be sere mpanifo so mo nso anom na ye de afutuo ni nsenkai kakra be kɔ ade ama titiru ye nuanom enkremofo titiru mpanifo na edi animu ni nyina no ye be sere se the Muslim the Islamic Ummah no bon twema asem we susu no enya futu system na enye nsenkai enya nsenkai bi nkyere mo se the Ebema will be applique any of these first class schools, you know. And yes, I be school no, is you know. The discipline she say school no school be attractive. It will be say what has been the core values of some of these schools are. No cry say won't me I'm sorry one day just to make proposals. No crepa as I was asking me say Sabio on my team no say issues ni incident say we have seen various instances ye nanu kremofo bomb empire war sorry down home the peaceful coexistence between these two religions but anytime bia no You don't even see that on the other side. Say, yeah, oh, a Christopher ABB, here space that they can go and use a mosque to do all those things. But there are videos and pictures out there, even MP presidential promise here, when Muslims were actually praying in a church. That is how far the churches are able to tolerate Miami constituency table, for example, Latter-day Saint for, I don't want to mention their name, almost land they gave the land up for for say anytime biana when it comes to their after Ramadan, Salah time now. Edrum resa sorry na pe asasana gene. I had to go to court. In the sanema we no ayekoso so bi tinchene so obeye opeso o certain allowances certain religious practices the thing is ne ye makwa ma we see we chene you come and demand this thing at the following day you come and demand another thing because school be kwa SDA na me school prefect to her in the year 2007. School no say a fasting purely an Adventist school, but the school recognizes in Kremofo omo fasting na omo table so mo be different, but they never had a place of prayer since. But organizing number baby. Some institutions give this kind of allowances to the schools, but to make it chinchina some person more enforce it no sabio they also view threatened say ya hwe ye ni anye no ma yi a school no hyehyɛ ne nneɛma yɛde agu kwam sɛ yɛde school no ɛbɛgye nsɛmu yɛbɛsrɛ ne yɛsɛ ato ama yɛnnuano nkramofo titu mpanifo di animu ni sɛ yɛhwɛ Ghana ha wohwɛ early schools now. I don't know say you can count even more than 5 of them are Muslim schools or Muslim mission schools. I don't know you can count them. The only A-class school I mean a Muslim school Tia Madia de Kumasa. Apart from that, and when you see the Islamic religion, there are more than 33 sects in there. But those people that you recognize them so much when it comes to investing in health, investing in education, the Ahmadis. When I was in Koko those times, now you descended near descended Bangkok and that is the Ahmadis, we join them in their Juma prayers near the more program be a friend 116. That is the Biano 116 of that amount. It comes to the mosque, development, project, investment, just like Christopher tight near the ya best you come from penny 43 dear ni say more share yen set your priorities right because enya brebia na mo say mo pese mo you want to enforce it or you want to push it on other people. Look and sorry ni mission schools na bring it up all these schools. Ghana ha see mission schools they are more than 70% of all secondary school institutions. And say even mission schools Christian schools said they will withdraw from government. No man can manage school now. It will be a very big headache on government. Government cannot take that risk. What you say? The best say there are other important neoma away your community from this time onwards. The Muslim woman going forward. They are going to pay attention to especially education on health issues, scholarship issues. Any neoma sabio did major improvement ever the Muslim communities. Currently, there is a project I talking about the Hajj village, about $14.6 million. And I say, according to that project, so we seek me personal opinion on that matter. Come I say, penny for this project, they should channel that fund into other investment ventures for the Muslim Ummah in Ghana here. Schools, there's a school that they are built in Medina here, top class school from primary school, JHS to SHS, a first class buildings and everything. Start in making some of these investments because and some way all the Christian schools will be able to amount for. Share all the training colleges, nursing teacher training. I still stand to be corrected. I mean those ones that are owned by the Muslim Ummah in this nation. Say be Ahmadiyya Training College, and I say Abia Tijaniya Nursing Training College, and I say Teacher Training College. I've not seen any of them. And I'm fan say on any day say interviews to recruit or to take people for nursing schools, any teacher training schools. Next year, based on religious beliefs. Next year, Nipanoko Presbyterian School, Methodist School, Catholic School, SDA schools are. Besides, how many of them will be selecting Muslims? It is animal with any from henceforth. Mama some of these investments. Now, for upgrading the Muslim communities now, Ghana because a cost of Ghana Puntu and say. Yet one Moncrofo Echo Aha Kakra, number person who push press say there be mobile hand quantity as some say, and I said more demonstration to people are going to shy from it. Or maybe take more decisions. Your project be to say agenda 111 I'm going to give my humble advice to the Muslim women. So they can consider at least adopt 5 or 10 of these agenda 111. Make it women hospitals, because right is a kakraboni put the kabako hospital. I'm a bema for cry you know it. Adentina all these one when you do a work Ghana ha a cremofo and pennyfo sikafo ha, you have not made any single attempt to see a women hospital for the Muslim community, or the city women hospital, so that it will give advantage for the Muslim women to go there and have themselves being checked up when it comes to more gynecological issues, maternity and ANC issues. Now they should have that kind of privacy. It's a desire to the Muslim woman say consider that agenda 111 and another than Kuku. Some of them are at various levels of completion. Said a buying when intimate adoptive intimate continue. You can bring up a proposal. I think all Ghanaians are going to support it. Adopt these to hospitals, finish it up, finish it. Nasabi Monsama scholarship to the young girls and guys in the Muslim communities now. Sabio or minima dianum. Go and train them to be doctors and midwives and nurses. More scholarship or mobile place them in all these hospitals, so that when your women go there, they will get that kind of privacy now. When we start doing some of these things, that this nation will develop to the extent that everybody because Christians for a year, Muslims for a year, other beliefs for a year, that near my air cost Wesley girls, young fan send Sabio, Nana ma wo ogwa eso yese Sabio enkrofo ba nti mo kwan na so mo so nya o mafahye wa ha o munsa wa ha entwa kokko ntwa. How would the school kwan be ne befa so ada raising the post mo? We should not let see say it is convenient today. Where China other religious sects will also begin to also demand certain kind of rights in these schools. When these schools are built on Christian morals, nema bi o ha ekoso wo Sabio Muslim schools tia media ne other media na e wo akokari all those places, there are certain things you cannot practice in those schools. Meaning ni say okotia madia I wo kumasi a ubenya Christopher to me convention or I baptism or campus, or and I say they can have their normal services on the campus. It doesn't happen. It is near my yentimi nyo Islamic schools. You should not be pushing this agenda. I think that more thing any we should channel it to other ventures. Say from henceforth afibiano and krebophone na basic school budan back home, give it to government and manage it the Muslim community and the government managing this school, so that you can instill your beliefs and your practices in your students. And when man tete ya pakrampa schools in more. Now you say Obawi school and I feel officer forces or the coach Opokuare ya. There are Catholic bishops and Catholic fathers on those campuses. There are 2 chaplains, 1 main chaplain and 1 deputy chaplain. Almost SDA pastors are almost schools more. These pastors and fathers will not sit there say, it is not government that is owning these schools 100%. Okay, government fund the government. Some the churches started this development, and there are a lot of people that are already talking about some of these things. And your best say. Monsa se money nko these ventures so asikafo wo krom ha monye nkremofo money nko so mo bebo aban asisi secondary schools zongo communities Muslim dominated communities mo bebo aban man asisi hospitals most Muslim dominated communities na mo yesade we are some of these issues will not come up. Yes sir, we are going to have this banter, this noise going about every time. What you see say there is no unique Christian program. I want to say Christians are going to pilgrimage or Israel any other day. But every year, Ghana Hankwan the hatch politics or her. But ideally from the Quran, there is no way somebody even should buying. There is a state fund should even sponsor that, because state fund here they sponsor. It is not only coming from Muslims. About 60 to 70% of the population in Ghana they are Christians. And these are more per subsidies near the now would demand. Yeah. What if say Christopher say every year be about 2 or 3 million people will be going to Israel and they need government subsidy. Next is on my Ghana and year born. Some of these things, ne kayedin. But yeah, and kind of straightforward. I'm a yen quiet buffer so develop on my Ghana. Now Fibia, I say they had a year. Politics and a way and a way in a year. I don't think I can back into any issues of national discourse. You were in before the Muslim community was Kafum. You should set up your own committees, manage it. More time of flight, money Emirates in car, so that more government will wash its hands of some of these things. I am not saying this in against it, but what I'm saying is Mommy, yes, animal way. Never issues say developing my anchor religious issues in this animal way. And film because these are issues are a bomb mind at me as Miss Packer into quite easily. It's your best say baby akwa kodru no the one of the best things about me yabo ehun nyina say we should also start looking into avenues we can invest to a bit developing a religion. No, it will always not be like say people free take here, but Turkey government national mosque national alliance say is the Turkish government that investing in it. We have communities that always these Arabs are coming to a building mosques and building mosques and building mosques. Why we say oh yes yeah building mosque and building mosque no, we're in a technological world. There be any place you had then Amosan channel that kind of go to this Arab country and tell them to come start building universities in the northern regions, in the Zongo communities, building hospitals, Ahmadiyya hospitals, Tijaniya hospital, Al Asuna hospitals, and a file of form hospital. There are 33 of those sects. Monsha say some of these things. Na ebio ema obani putu na den enwie peye na sabio issues ebeba na dan to kwana dan akeka na den. I think say ehunnya sika ye dey call Hajj village mu no more diverting because Hajj is done only once in a year. So we go see Hajj. The only thing I'm going to say, the Hajj people will go and stay there and sleep there for some time. The Hajj is not even performed in Ghana here. They go and perform that in Dubai, Abu Dhabi. So why would you want to have that village? I stand to be corrected because the last time they were doing pools and all these things. Sabio, better now the jalebi akwakoda pool, and it is not appropriate to even go half naked as a Muslim. In this animal because there are big 5-star good hotels in Accra here. That engine alcohol Hajj we should take about 14.6 million Ghana cedis, construct a Hajj village. When that same money can go into building of hospitals and schools for the Muslim community. These are the things we are saying. Yeah, me can't say Sabio, yeah, be show be a robber, but these are the realities. Yeah, best say from henceforth to the 24th Tanasia issue. We know that it is going to die. Honorable Interior Minister Nanotum say a certain collaboration among spy. Honorable Minister, who was Asanwasi? I don't know how many schools are champions for the Muslim community. For all this, you have been a Minister of State. I don't know your input in the floor of Parliament. See, hospitals and can advocate for one hospital or two hospitals. See, advocating for women's hospital. Yeah, two this Muslim. Yeah, advocate say your government women hospital very 5 for Ghana. So the man privacy when they go to hospital. These are some of the things that you members of Parliament are more parliamentarians for. These are the things you should be advocating for the Muslim woman. Na nyese mrebian anya politics of the day NDC MPP na semse akoba afi na Mbekistan. I think it is neither here nor there. It is asam no yerebesi ewa ha. The next thing you person discuss attacks from honorable attachment me papa in Japan so over the week na etwa no asem we yema ne nkoda and na said we want to be very diplomatic, very truthful, and very stern and hard at the same time. Yeah, papa attachia parliament. We are being with parliament with honorable Kenya Japan. The comment you made in the subio, your best lesson penny for amortize boom near the need mamono. I grow be or mamon from home from Munyama bronya no cosibuchi mu mumu adiano, no monya sadiano, Nasa will be egg attack common will be Casasemna, or who quite no be first did. Nasabio, oh yeah, papa attachia, we a lawyer penny, what by or holding a lot of position in government. I think the Western hasn't also. Why hold the positions or in the MPP itself? What hold the positions or it's in some way go free one or back. Yeah, can I think, but we cannot keep quiet about that. Oko general platform so at your pedigree, at your exposure, because a presidential candidate said you were Kamala Fakantino. He doesn't deserve. Only Honorable Kenya Japan at the parliament. When was the first or the last time you cited Honorable Kenya Japan for misconduct? So why would you make an assertion say or call a year you and Obakumigi now the tonation and the mannerism what the cast because Sabio we need a little bit of respect for Honorable Kenya Japan. Go and look at yourself in that video. Sabio Yan Kwala and Obi Kasachrosa, you will not like it. What you say? You were on you had an interview with Osebonsu. Say your chief director under opposition now who chief director was signing a check of $5 million. You could not see that until you came to PIAC. What was your performance on that as the Western Housing Minister? What did you do? That shows the high level of incompetence when you were there. Say, chief director able to miss a check $5 million. You and Osebonsu in your opinion or what a friend is saying. One of station at Ghana more discussion. This revelation came on the Public Accounts Committee. It was one as a minister. Now, what was your input? What by a minister? Some minister now here. What was your biggest achievement in that ministry? And then at me about Ghana for what has been your impact even in your own constituency? What has been one of your greatest impacts there? Even in the MPP political party, what has been your greatest impact in the New Patriotic Party? You enjoy position based on the benevolence of Onam Kinyapon in the New Patriotic Party. The investment and the commitment of my political party, no. And when I'm with because going into elections are MPP and there is no single investment elections are Honorable Kinyapon personally investing with those elections, no, and he has always invested in the political more than you do. But you're a member of parliament, also a member of parliament. Benefit Honorable Kinyapon now Unya as a member of parliament. That is the same benefit of Unya. What come out and tell us the various donations, commitment, help, and support we are giving to MPP people. Point to MPP Mabuna Wankasawaide, Wabom, the number of jobs that were created in Ghana for new constituency for. Some of these things, yeah, percent you can. We don't expect people like you to come out to talk about some of these issues because you are nowhere near Honorable Kinyapon when it comes to your delivery as a member of parliament. Even in the politics of this nation, you are nowhere near the pedigree of Honorable Kinyapon. It is that mannerism, need to nation now, they can say disregard no, and disrespect no. Some you want to say ye. One can say, yeah, we are penny and fatal. After that, what's our cost? Granting more interviews, even more than once, to talk against the man. And soon, if I so be a papa, or Bonia need your counsel. When your platformer, one can your my party in Kabumbaba, and then your my identity mbaba, because party now would general the bonds of Hinano. Honorable Canada Japan investment or party no. And also say one new entire family investment, my own the New Patriotic Party. And that is for a fact. But we know a bush for the party room for so directly tell Honorable Canada Japan in a bush for. So what gives you that kind of moral justification to come and downplay the man as if say we need Nasobia or party no. Dr. Bamia Mudina Chiyen campaign until 2008. Who knew Dr. Bamia in MPP party? But before that, now Honorable Kenneth Money heavier the investment in the party, I remember party number power from 2000 or investing in 2004. 2008 about me ban Honorable Kinepon this huge investment in the party. Before that, about me one Ghana city crown donate. Whatever thing we see about me doing today, I'm also reading the chair more you know. It is out of the benevolence and the donations of Honorable Kinepon and the man the movie in the Ejina Castle party no go. Honorable Kinepon is sponsoring the party at all levels. Party kwa when you nanu ya Honorable Kinepon call office come on 1 million Ghana cedis just after CFP power. The choir conference now you Legon I will donate 4.5 million Ghana cedis. How much did you contribute to it? To even to see a successful congress, how much did you yourself, Mr. Thatcher, contribute to it? Then the Ukunya platform, or say Malafaka, Dr. Yun, those things. And when ya, Obuni need the Quaza Wunya, the Yamoya Panono, Sabi, you post or so Bacasa, Makasa, and you will not like it. You will not like it. You are no better than Honorable Kinyapo in the MPP party. Party need here Honorable Kinyapo more than they need you. I am telling you, the party needs Honorable Kinyapo more than they need you. How many people's constituency do send work with a campaign? I mean, winning elections or compared to what Honorable Kinyapo has done for the party. And the same way, Papa, we are in before when you need. Man and no more now, and some now kind of who here. We don't expect certain things to come from you. Yes, assembly oha efata chamiano assembly zo oha efata ahenkwano ensembly ho na mpese mugu papa no fi e kan semu eni ho to no so amfama abronje mfama kwasibotwi mfama ayin Charles Opokumo na omon kasa ansem na omon ye be attack o ma we know how to go about it. But who as a person there you don't have that kind of enyinaso so be ye say ye campus wo akonya so be kakra na akonya na won woni sa akonya no party when ye we structures ye won ma yi a e say man akwase ye suspend o because Honorable Kinyapo, as sustaining party than you attach all your lifetime investment to your political party. You are nowhere close to Honorable Kinyapo. Eti papa, eboni ani die kwanso. And some na kan no, bia na se bi ode no, udi aduani bi na fa wo yema na se fa wani so na ma kasa asem no. Asem na hu hia. Oboni ani die kwanso ne wo di kasa. Se kasa asem ni che Dr. Bamia, you not like it. Donation ya Dr. Bamia ye ne ne ma o ya mu hu so do party ni bia no. Out of the benefit when your party no Sunday ma party for no. Out of that, na Bamia vice president, nobody knew about me in the party. The investment ben wire party, nobody knew it. And now to me, investment to her, the campaigns, oh yeah, most of them here for campaigns on Honorable Kinyapo, any campaigns are Dr. Bamia, or moment prove their sources where their monies are coming from. Be home, or my way needs is probably Obia, sorry, no about buying Munu Yasika, Unyan Fasudia or buying one. That same person, yes, added than a former Kotokotono, who was Dr. Bamia in 2008. I will not mean Kasasa Mibunentia, but who was he? One other veteran party people, Nipa Kesio Party, my investment sustain party. Who was he then? What was his greatest achievement? Support to the political party. Even from 2009 back to 2016, what significant investment did Dr. Bawumia do in the political party? Even he himself running as a running mate to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Investment no can point Eyama party. Eso sene ono ankasa de. What you say? Enyuma say na Dr. Bawumia tin ni sesi say enyuma we ni makriti ono can upon more target say or nya sika out of party no. Even from 1992 party ni media aba Emedi Tumino investment or your party no. Have you people talked about it? Why are you not talking about those ones? Why are you talking about your bad or no contract or MPP Amanyokunumu? All of you nipa nekasete onam kinyapon nyina no mo di no so for so because the investment ni bika ho na ya sustain party na bedu ne a ne party no ho ya kono a mo asatete apansan party ni na ne mo san be gina ho asa nipa na mo se kasete ya no papa wan kasa yie ye de no besi wo ye bekọ ye bra pani Dominic Nitiwu so video na that one start video no see you trying 10 years last 20 years last 4 years last 3 years the video still has a significant effect in our party politics within the party. So bako jina onkrofo anim aka kire omo say sebio honorable king in Japan time bafo why uni asem bi aka Dr. Bawumia so woni campaign message ntina aka sansem na asem Dr. Bawumia ni campaign message. I'll say it now, tomorrow, the next day, because ye nyina ye wo Ghana this year, you know. Oko abontin randomly at the mic ekosi Ghana ni bisa Ghana ni say what is Dr. Bawumia's campaign message towards the prime minister na MPP for Koina? Nobody knows it. Only campaign message. The way I say, ye budget ye the beba form amobi a kire na adwini wom ye friend say mema party for adwuma what again party no na ye pese ho ya konoma Ghana for so mu no ensembe na Dr. Bawumia ka say MPP party no ho be yakono MPP party to abayi na enye MPP for nkwa na ekoto abayi na Ghana for nyina na ekoto abayi no it was a single campaign messenger that does not only sit with MPP for but sit with the whole of Ghana. What is only some message ni bi Dr. Bawumia eka ho na 2024 election because 2024 election no apart from say ye wo sisifia ni bi apart from say breaking the 8 no apart from say yes outbeat our platforms no Dr. Bawumia did not have a single message that could move Ghanaians. Now you beat me in kitten 24-hour economy and it be pushed ever winning elections. When another started talking about free SHS, he started in 2008. Free SHS, that was how consistent Dr. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was. And no, they winning elections, you know. That is the same thing. Honorable King upon yes, say Ghana has your biggest problem. National security issue, high unemployment rate. Or your businessman, or in such a numa, bro, 20 so these are my businesses. It is employing more than 7,000 people. So any power so be creating employment. I'm not talking rubbish ideas. Is it because of someone needs anime? Now you are turning to party politics. Honorable need to Obuoni and Idio Council. If in the northern region or the northeast region, that is where cucumbers are mostly dominated. Dr. Bawumia, Oko northern region, there are 18 constituencies there. Or we Olusumu 13 constituencies to John Dramani Mahama. Ajuma be na oyema na sebe ukrom cucumber for 90 million to abamana and we need the northern region. Oko the northeast region, there are 6 constituencies there. One John Dramani Mahama echemu. Ajuma be na oyo northeaster. Dr. Bawumia ene unyam konkomba for ntimi to abama no mu yusu nipa nyina wie na se duru se mo se pitman you go back there to go and insult the people again hwa we ye northern MP time adum so eba wo Tamale Teaching Hospital enka ye hwehwe se mo mu bi mo launch campaigns se be anya hwegro se nye Ghana for nkwampo nyina na ye contribution mama the northern region the 5 northern region MPs mo nya donation na kamo fan support Tamale Teaching was because kokoma for yare aho no moko kosas for yare aho no moko mamprisi for yare aho no moko dagumba for yare aho no moko kasena for yare aho no moko. None of you ministers or members of parliament from the northern region had this innovation or this idea to come up. It took the intervention of Honorable King upon a Sadna and account man to go to the Tamale Teaching Hospital to buy plans for them so that the hospital will be able to run on power. And now because it's any panel per concomba for them. Ye took concomba for any journey for Bubulushi. Edomako Ajin Kutukuno. Assassin or Moko just as an aquatranason. Honorable King upon donated 120,000 Ghana cedis. Yemfanko security assassin. Said the Baya Ukromo combat for Moto Jane and Benjamin Biatan. I know Cotton say, Honorable King Japan at time Kokoma for video Bain, President Bain, and send a hope evidence Ben. Is it because of say Sabio, that is the most convenient message I'm going to share doing tribal politics and religious politics. Dr. Bamia, yeah, prime minister, on them in Cremodem, or Cassa, Montoa Banama Munia Christo, Munia Cremoni, Montoa Mamunio. But when you go to the Muslim community, all the Muslim community in this nation, they voted against Dr. Bamia because he was very incompetent as a vice president. Monka Dr. Bamia achievement and then the support to the Muslim community when he was a vice president for 8 years. Achievement man, I want to upon Dr. Bamia, our friend is saying, the Zongo communities. Over the 5 northern regions are Dr. Bamia, running mate 8 years, vice president for 8 years, 16 years. The biggest achievement on northern region is mu yusu nipa nyina wi asabe yo no masa kogina onam no mo de yusu o mo say meto abamamo ade na musi won samampom se kaya ye guest house enya wo fere se wo kwa kosi dan ma wunu ase onko dem ade che won sansa pan ezi ni so you should be ashamed of yourself of that policy am here say musi dem kaya ye for when you see the people of the north in down south here hwenuma mo ye na mo tete na mo bom sa for mo ye northern MPs etimu nam krom na mo kaya ye for ma no say de dabonten enya mo fere. These are some of the initiatives need to be agenda was some come any campaign policy papa Emma Dr. Bamia now developing the north ideas ebe magana mabunu enya dwuma ye mo nenam just mo hwe dwuma nipa eye mo hwe dwuma mabunu ye wo market center wo mabunu ye mo ni adwene bia mo ni initiative bia mo ni adwempo bia na hihye bia se mo ba elevate Ghana youth se bia mo de ye ko ho kire mu a na ma sa beje political power se bia jimi kakra nti this some of insehunu amode munya platform amode kaseti nipa no munyai because mo sha ase no asofo for so use mo platform e ka say they will never allow Dr. Bamia to become a president of this nation because of instama or tetemos e ka no videos all bonten moko Ahmadiyya Aitama yeah prime minister no now Ahmadiyya for you pro moko aseko kasa there and Ahmadiyya for ti omo say they are not in support money honorable Katie Amo the video is out there mo ye tribal politics mo ye religious politics no mo lusu ye uko Nima uko Fadama uko Newtown all these are heavily dominated your friend is saying Muslim community in all these constituencies there is none of these constituents Dr. Bamia more than 10,000 votes. Go and check the records. Ko Fadama, ko Ayawasi East, ko Ayawasi West, ko Hade, ko Accra Newtown. Go to the constituency and go and check vote at Dr. Bamia. They are heavily dominated. Dr. Bamia, enya kwenya no oti na nihwe nkramofo a ebianka MPP winning elections no. Mu yuso mu wi na masa akoko gina sa mo ye tribal and religious politics. Ye nwa Dominic Nitu wan ka say ye. Honorable Kenyapon eni adwempobɔ ni bia etia kokomba for. You are talk company Shamaya a produce plastic 250 of those workers are strictly nordness e di kokoma for many mom yedwuma ada na motan nipa amunya sem bia kana moka nsehunu efa nipa no ho e di sansam na wona abonte a wo yes travel politics no de e ka kire nipa eto aba delegate to aba the 5 northern region say sensem a yakikan yakoto aba ni wie na mo ma ne gbam say ampa mo de mo beto aba ni nyina ko northern side the southern people also replicate the same thing na mo say party no betime anya leader from the north again mo ahwe ya nipa was south no almost special say campaign say enya mo so monto abama akanni monto abama nkrani monto abama egbeni monto abama an account person a southern person because mo say nipa nyansa e kire nipa kwan say mo nua ni doctor mo nua no support papa bana man there are 5 regions in the northern region. In the 5 northern region, 5 regions the world. Out of 5 regions in here, Dr. Bamia winning one or winning another social town or winning northeast. So there's nothing special about Dr. Bamia's candidature even in the 2024 elections. Dr. Nana Adodan Kwaku or winning northeast in the 2024 election, 2020 election, 2024 Dr. Bamia winning northeast region. So what we impacted over say we are northern candidate. Amade the bonds of some Zongo communities. Ama MPP no impact Ben Admire the other 4 regions no John Dramani Mahama Osho Fifram Nana Adodan Kwaku for no ya can candidate no the vote onya 2020 and we vote onya 2025 no Nana do be 2 by 145,000 votes and Dominic Nitu minister honorable and sound figures munisa figures we and sansem munim sansem we and ya na sabio mo ko duru ho a na mo hye nipa kete mo force nipa mo hunu nipa ho no sa hunu na koso a and few weeks aka me yakoye ekoto aba in January ye be sha say the same thing platform bi ebenya bia ba bia honorable Kenyapon or bia Honorable Brian Amoaten e wo bia Dr. Aduchum ene me papa Kwabena Japan wo bia omo so ba say the same campaign in the south here ne yen hwese Dr. Bamia e betimi adi fofumpo e wo abato no mu a munya sansem no na mo for policies a be ma Ghana mabunu nya ba bi asi e de ni de so be ma man we na mo adi Ghana ho faso ache mo mabunu no enya home na mabunu no so enya daache papa bi e wo Ghana ha me da ba say